What is up? I'm finally getting an evening to hunt or a day to hunt. It's a little windy, the temps dropped, so today and tomorrow is going to be the best day, but I'm sitting here, e-bike loaded, bow loaded, gear loaded, debating on which piece of public land I want to hit. Close to the house or drive an hour to a spot that I haven't been yet. I've seen some big bucks on in the past, but anybody else do this? I'll do public because I've got the permits. Flip a coin, see which way I want to go. Might just stick close to the house where I know them acorns are dropping, and use the e-bike to get around and scout that area just a little bit more, and then hunt this afternoon. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head to one down here and let's get going. E-bike unloaded. There she is. I'm just gonna not even get ready. I'm just gonna put on my boots and scoot around a few spots real quick to save me some time. Well, I came out the other day, the bucks were in the bean field, so I think I'm using this far corner. And if there's an oak tree dropping over there, it just feels goes back in. About halfway in there, there's some oaks, some standing corn here. Seen bucks working this corner here last year. Scrapes and rubs all down this. Now it's probably a little early, but just skirt around. These e-bikes make it nice. Loaded down. I think it's dropping. Not one. Not seeing any poopies or anything. Just right on this edge of this private. So slide back through here. See a whole lot of oaks in here. I think it's just a travel corridor. As you can see, it's just swamp, nasty thick swamp. These trails coming up out of further down. There's a main trail leading into the heart of this. All right, I'm gonna go on to the next spot. Just swing around that point there. I'm just on the back side where that swamp starts, where I scouted earlier. I do know I've not seen one deer dropping. That's not a good sign. Hopefully there's some fresh sign back here. Older black bear prints right there. Pretty good size one. They look fairly old. Well, man, I think this was a bust. Man, they're just not eating these acorns. It's the strangest thing. Turn back around. Definitely not going to set up when I see a bunch of acorns rotting on the ground. No deer sign. It's a waste of time. I think they just
just might be bedded closer to them bean fields. Well, that's why I left the house early. Get back to the bike, make a different game plan. That's why it's called hunting. That's why it's called scouting. Usually around these little cedars, man, they'll have one or two rubbed up, but I'm not even seeing it. I mean, it's hard to see tracks as dry it is, but we had some rain, so I figured I might see some tracks. And you would think I'd probably bump a doe or two off this point out here by the creek, bedding down where the wind's swirling, but I haven't seen hiding her hair the first deer. Oh, there, she must have been feeding this way or something, because I'd already walked through this. Look, a fawn. At least I've seen a deer, but I'm shocked that's the only one I've bumped. She might have been bedded right out there. I don't know. I've already came by here. I was pretty quiet coming in. I wasn't being real quiet getting out. I was trying to make some time up, get back to the bike, and look for another spot. But it wasn't a buck. It was just a little doe. So I'm not after her anyway. It's 2 o'clock now. That's why I came in a little early. Just wanted to get a look down here. I'm shocked, man. It's like a mile of transition area from a swamp to, I found some beds, and 2 weeks ago they were tearing up that one tree and I didn't see not a drop of chewed up acorns or tracks or deer droppings or rubs or anything. It's wild. That it looks like perfect habitat, but it's just wild that nothing's eating those bur oaks. Look at all these acorns. I mean, a pile coming out of this bur oak. They just ain't eating them, or they're not here. I don't know. Let's keep on going. Right there. Not a big one. Probably from a small buck. That's the first sign I've seen. Right here, just by the parking lot. I've seen a lot of sign here last year. And it's right on the opposite edge of that first oak dropping where all them paths are coming out. So I think they're working back from this swamp up to this corner. I figured it's my best shot. And if anything, I won't be far from the truck. There's a fresh ripe right there. Not very high, so looks like they've been eating around this oak tree a lot. So I'm gonna go up here and set up just downwind of this oak tree. Back there on that cedar, there's another rub. That's a little bit bigger one. All right, where I'm set up is just the opposite side of an oak tree, right off the main path in here. Just on the other side of this little swamp is a drainage, comes up and separates the field and the parking lot. I was gonna go back down to the end of that, but I've scooted over here just to see if I seen some sign, because there was a sign in here last year, a lot of rubs leading back. It's the point of this little island in the marsh. And there's a rub line going all the way back to it and coming out. There's a lot of scrapes here late season last year. And when I came in, I just came in to look. I was kind of frustrated because I wasn't seeing any like poop on the ground, doe poop, nothing. All the acorns were just laying there, nothing chewed up. So I snuck back in this corner, and lo and behold, this little oak tree in front of me's got acorns that looks like it's been feeding underneath it. There's poop and a couple of little small rubs coming in up and down this drainage. I don't really have a shot behind me, but I have a shot right to that oak tree where there's paw marks under it and everything. And this close to the truck, I'll take a doe tonight if one pops out. I'll go ahead and fill one of my doe tags. This trail's all underneath me. Trail's coming up here, and this all leads back down that near that crossing when I first scouted this earlier today. It comes off here and works down that way. So I think the deer bed here along this drainage. backside of this nasty marsh here is real thick, nasty. Go back in there, nothing's coming back in there because it's just too far to get to. Go set this until dark. See what we see. There's a rub there and a rub back there I seen. One little small tree, and that one looks like a pretty, 6-inch baseball size cedar that there was a fresh rub on. So maybe they'll come working by and I'll get a shot of something. Stay tuned. Right in between there is that oak. Just behind it is the rub. The other rub was somewhere back in here around the edge, so they're probably working out. I just noticed another rub. Right there. Right there's another rub tree. That rub looks really fresh. So that makes 3 I just seen. Only bad part is it's going back that way to this point. My wind's still going this way, so they could be bedded up in this drainage, top of this drainage, close to where the trucks are. It's about 6 o'clock, a little bit after. Wind is finally starting to die down a little bit. I'm thinking about maybe doing a rattling sequence, just a light sparring sequence. Got a few small bucks on camera, raking antlers together. Thinking that might with this standing corn across this ditch. I think they're either bedded up this drainage here or out on this point. Got something moving by me on this side now in the swamp. Might be some turkeys or it might be deer. I don't know what's chasing them, but there's something spooked them past me. after all that commotion, I don't think nothing else is coming by with them does blowing like that, but about last shooting light anyway, so I'm gonna start packing up.